Hey guys, it's Josiah here, back again with another video. Now, in this video, I wanted to go through of what I've learned after signing 100 clients in 6 months, right? And I wanted to do this quick video, just going over this because, I've just before I go into it, just if you don't know who I am, my name is Josiah. I've scaled my own agency to multi 6 figures in just 90 days. I'm currently building a 7-figure consulting company, which again, we crossed over 100 clients just recently. And I'm just basically helping agencies book anywhere with 2 to 5 calls each and every single day on a full pay per result basis. LinkedIn by if you want to know, anything like that. But the whole reason I want to make this video, and after just me getting a lot of case studies, is just to go through what I learned after a gruesome 6 months of starting this whole consulting company. And I started this, let's say, in June, July, after really just not shutting down, but basically delegating away my agency. And it's been, if not one of the best experience I've ever had, and I don't regret it at all, starting a consulting company. And after starting it, instead of, because before I was actually doing a lot of done for you for a lot of clients, I was able to use the skills and everything that I learned by being on the field, doing the done for you, etc., to just focus solely on my business, right? And that just allowed me to test like bloody crazy, right? It allowed me to do things that I've never even like dreamt of doing, just because I've got all the bandwidth back to just focus on one company and just scaling that up, right? And just focusing on systems, because this has allowed me to just be more of a system builder while scaling this up. And I've just put a few things that I learned, and I wanted to just share that with you guys, right? So the first thing I wanted to know is that you want to invest on sales and appointment setting systems, right? And yes, this sounds like something that's normal, but you really want to invest in, because as James Clear says, that you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your system, okay? And this, the biggest thing I want to say is that last year, I invested into more of a sales system for me and my team, for us to improve our sales, get better at the sales calls, everything like that. And instantly, like the way that course demonstrated how to handle objection, how to pitch, it just literally, number one, it reset my expectation of what was possible, right? It reset a lot of my limiting beliefs that was around sales, and it helped me not only close better, but helped me have a new standard, right? So before I was closing around 15%, and it just literally got me to 35% instantly in just in a matter of 60 days. So I could have spent years trying to learn this stuff for myself. I could have spent years trying to be the best sales, watch so many Jordan Belfort videos, and bloody just try and throw an offer down someone's throat. But instead, I just invested into a system that's already working. And that's what a lot of people kind of feel like business, especially under the 10K per month mark, because they try to do everything themselves when things have already been figured out for you, right? And you just want to basically invest and take people's systems, which I'm not saying fully take, but literally get people's systems, implement your own business, start scaling. And that's why you see so many people, so many case studies from people going from 0 to 50K per month in 9 days, 0 to 100K per month in 6 months. Why? And fundamentally, yes, it's some beliefs, how their mindset is, but ultimately, the person just had a better system than you, right? Targeted a better niche, had a better offer, had a better outreach system, a better approach that people found basically like amusing. And they've just used that and scaled infinitely quicker than all their competitors, okay? Because people already have it figured out. They already know how to sell in your niche or your market, right? They already know how to generate appointments. They already know how to manage the team, right? You usually need to find those people, invest in them, and save you years in the process, right? And that's why you have so many young people right now overtaking the people that have been in the game for 5, 10, 15 years, because they're already just investing into people that have taught them how to do it, that already have the working system. So please, guys, for the love of God, don't try to be like Bob the Builder and bloody fix everything yourself. Just find a system that's already worked, use it, copy it, and then adjust it for yourself, which we're going to touch in a bit later, right? The next thing I'll say is humility is key, right? Don't try to build a bike yourself, just read the proven manual, right? Because people already know. There's like, if you go on YouTube, there's so many people say, this is how you build a bike, this is how you fix the tire, right? Don't just try, like look at the tire and try to fix it yourself, right? Some ways like your appointment booking system, your sales system, someone's already figured out. And even the best gurus learn from other gurus, right? So many people learn from Sam Ovens, right? Dan Kennedy. People have already invested in themselves to find out what's worked and then just added it to their business, right? And that's just a combination, because all entrepreneurship is, in my opinion, it's just a combination of lessons, skills, and then beliefs, right? So if you just learn how a system works from another person, the lessons that they learn, this could save you years and years in the process of scaling your agency, okay? So Each point as I'm going down have not only helped me scale my agency, but build a product that works and drives results, right? It's also helped me book 50 calls in just 1 week, right? These are just calls. There's some coaching calls there that I've partaken, but this is just how the calendar is, and this is just me and my closer as well, right? So we got to a point now that we're just booking 50 calls day in and day out, week in and week out, sorry, and now we're just looking to scale that to 100 calls a week, okay? So every single point that I've made here, please take it and see how you can implement it into your agency as soon as possible, right? Now, the first things first is I like to talk about focus. Just focus on the 3 main things, right? And these is literally in order for you to focus on is number 1 is generating appointments. Every time you wake up, the first 2 to 3 hours every day, you should think, how can I generate more appointments? How can I get setters? How can I improve the email script? How can I improve the targeting? How can I find a new system that's working? How can I invest into a better system? How can I learn how to do copywriting, offer every single thing that you need to generate more appointments? You need, like I always tell the clients, 2 to 5 appointments at least every single day. That should be your bare bone. Your bare bone. If you don't get that, you should be aching. You shouldn't even be going to sleep once you get 2 to 5 appointments each and every single day, right? And the next thing is turning appointments into clients. So this is reviewing your sales calls, reviewing your sales pitch, reviewing your objection handling, your offer, every single thing about your sales process. That should be the next thing, right? Because if you're generating appointments and turning the appointments into clients, then you have money, right? Then you can actually start playing the game, all right? And then after, what you want to do is make sure you're delivering on your offer. Okay, that's another thing that people just mismatch, especially in the agency world. Because guys, a lot of people think that once you sign a client, that's it, right? Life is shining, things like that. But realistically, that's when the work starts. Okay, the client can just go to Stripe if you're using Stripe, just ask for a refund and then or get a chargeback, and then you just lose the money, right? So you want to make sure that the second part of your day is figuring out how to deliver the best results for the clients, the best of the best of the best. Right? So if that's you doing a mentorship, talking to your clients or talking to that client's clients to find out better market research, you want to invest the last part of your day, so let's say anywhere between the afternoon to the evening, on just that delivering results, the ones that you promised, right? The rest is relevant, but you should focus on these main things, right? Generating appointments, turning appointments to the clients, and delivering on your offer. Now, the reason I'm saying this, because if you just focus on these, it's like, imagine like horse blinders, right? The horses are running a race and we've got the horse blinders on to make them focus on the actual race, right? Step by step, run by run, they want to focus in front of them. The same thing with business, right? If you just have if you have a blind on for generating appointments, turning appointments into clients, offer, the other things are just irrelevant. The other things just sink into existence, because if these 3 things are true, if you're consistently getting appointments, if you're consistently signing clients, if you're consistently delivering an offer, your business will just grow, right, until the next bottleneck, right? But your business will just grow if you're just consistently focusing on these 3 things. So don't worry about building your bloody website, optimizing like some weird ass stuff, joining networking events for no bloody reason, right? I don't even know what people do, right? Don't worry about them bloody stuff. Just worry about how can I get more eyeballs, more traffic, more attention, more appointments, more clients, right? And how can I deliver on what we promised? That's it. Okay, so the next thing is getting leverage. So leverage is getting more output for the same amount of input, right? So these are the main sources of leverage. Now, Ravi, I forgot to say his name. I forgot to say his name. Ravi, one of the biggest entrepreneurs. Oh my God, I forgot to say his name. How to pronounce the last name? But basically, he's a big entrepreneur. He made a book about the 4 types of leverages that you could use. The first one is media, then code, labor, and capital. Okay. Now, when you're first starting off, what I use to scale to this level and had 100K, it had 100 clients, sorry, is labor, number 1, right? I implemented an appointment setting system, okay? So I didn't actually have to do outreach myself, and also with that software to amplify that, right? So I had software for my accounts, and then I leveraged other people's accounts, okay? And that was just on LinkedIn. So I had setters who's using their LinkedIn accounts, and that means I can 3, 4, 5x my outputs and start scaling, right? And also, because I had setters, they were also manually following up with prospects, booking them in, and this saved me, oh my God, so many hours of time that this saved me having appointments there. Because one thing that, when I compare these 2 systems in terms of email and appointment setters, is email, you have, especially the founder or whoever's in charge of the email system for doing email outbound, there's still a lot of things you need to do, right? Targeting, copywriting, and a lot of even like big lead gen people, they still like to keep touch of the copy, right? Because they know that's such a biggest lever, biggest leverage in the campaign, right? But when it comes to setting, you can literally just write a whole setting script or a whole setting framework that of course we teach in the program, and the whole setter can do the whole framework for you, follow up the leads, book them in your calendar without you doing anything. And all you need to do is just manage that one person. Make sure he's just stays staying and just stays like fixed on it, right? And then you can just start scaling this. And that's when I realized, like, when I had my setting team and I upgraded a setter to a setter manager, right? I literally, there was even weeks where I even forgot about the team, right? Because we were just booking so many appointments. And I was just in sales calls, and the setter manager was taking care of everything. If we lose a setter, the setter manager will go hire another setter without me even telling them anything, without me even instructing them or telling them anything, right? That's when I realized, oh my God, the power of labor, right? When you have good people in place, how much that can do for your business, okay? Also, media. We've used content, just like you're watching right now, to really warm up prospects. And this is also not media, and there's a mix of software and media, because we use Loom for emails, where we use software and media to send personalized Looms to prospect and really start scaling that out, right? And this helps us book 4, 5, 6 appointments each and every single day just from email itself. And this is literally key while scaling, because you never want to be dependent on just one outreach channel, right? Especially when you're looking to book 10, 15, 20 calls per day, right? You don't want to be dependent on just one channel, right? So get leverage, and especially as you're starting out, first type of leverage you want to use is software, because that's tend to be a lot cheaper, right? And then once you have software that's doing all the outreaches for you or the sending for you, you really optimize that so you know how to do it yourself, okay? And then from there, you can really start working into labor, right? Adding media, right? Adding code, and then as you make money, then focus on capital. Okay, so that's how I've used kind of the leverage game on how this, and we're still using the leverage game because it's all about leverage at the end of the day. Okay, the next thing is copy working systems, then make your own, right? Now this, if not, is one of the biggest downfalls, pitfalls that I see. So the way I've done this is because I've joined so many people's programs, right? And of course, all of them selling the same thing in terms of getting you more appointments, X, Y, Z, right? But the thing is about it, especially depending where you joined, right? What I found usually the best course creators or the best courses, the first cohort usually have the best results, right? Because they're the ones that used it before the whole market's used it, right? So that's where the first cohort tends to just be booking appointments, having the best results, right? And the second cohort has worse results than the first cohort, the fourth one, etc., right? And this, of course, is because the founder usually doesn't update the systems, but also is because a lot of people come into the program and all they want to do is just copy and paste it into them. That's all they want to do, copy and paste it, right? But the main thing you have to understand that it may work for one niche or one angle, but it may not work for your angle, okay? So first thing you want to do is copy it, right? Get it working to at least subpar KPI, and then you want to make it your mission to test what would work for yourself and your market and your offer, right? That's what you want to test, right? And a lot of people try to be smart and try to go with a forefront, okay, I'm just going to take what I think works and then just completely test it. No, copy what's working and then make your own, right? Copy it, get the suggested KPIs that the coach or the course is telling you or the system is telling you, and then make your own. Because once you make your own, once you have a bit of testing going on, right, that's when you can start getting really good results from the same system, right? And that's what a lot of people do. And that's why I've seen so many people go into a course and get 10x, 15x more than everyone else, because they've taken the system and then just looked at, okay, I know every single 500 people that bought this buddy course is going to copy this straight away. How can I make this different, right? And for them, solving just that one question has enabled them to have a different approach, get 10x more appointments, get 10x more clients than the average student in that program, right? And this is one of the biggest things that I've done that helped me just scale up to this level, right? The next thing is track data every day. It's crazy for me to think about how many people still don't track data. Like, it's like, what do you guys do in the business? Like, do you guys just make decision based off like feelings? Like, don't let me start, right? If you make decisions based off feelings, this video isn't for you, right? But data is, if not the lifeblood of your decision-making process, right? I track data each and every single day. And what I realized is the more I don't understand a certain KPI, if I don't understand a certain KPI, I'll try track even sub-metrics of that KPI, right? For example, let's say we track a Loom view ratio. How many people viewed the Loom after we sent it to them on an email, right? But a lot of people are just tracking the Loom view rate, but what I track is the impressions that I got. How many people clicked on it, right? The average watch time, right? That allows me to actually tweak if not the header of the video, the thumbnail of the video, as well as the actual video itself, right? And this, if not, is one of the biggest difference or biggest change that we've made when it comes to improving our results. It's just tracking it even daily or even more granularly, right? Even when it comes to sales, right? So let's say we jump on 3 or 4 sales calls that day, people just say, did we close or not? We track the offer rate, right? The no-show, the reschedule, also the main objections that we've gotten, because then we actually know what to work on. So let's say one day we've just got a lot of money objections. Okay, we're not handling money objection? Is it a lead quality problem? Why are we getting this objection, right? And then we can then focus and then literally hone in that skill, the objection handling, the lead quality, so then our team can start producing even more, right? And the best thing I've done when it comes to data is, from all the tests we have, is kill the ones that are not working straight away. And this was, I don't know, it was like a weird limited belief for me, is that I used to have tests and I would like feel like it's like a sunken cost bias to this test. If you don't want sunken cost bias, it's basically when, let's say a guy goes to the casino, right? And he's already losing out on money and he wants to again bet again because he's already like down 200 pounds or $200 and he wants to like make his money back. So he keeps betting, but even though he should have stopped betting and just gone home, he just wants to it because he feels like he can make his money back. The same thing with the test. If the test doesn't work, please don't feel like God is just going to come and change it. You just need to kill the test and double down on things that are working. And that's what we've done, especially at the end of last year, is look at what every single thing that we're doing and just be, okay, we've tried this, we learned our lesson, but let's focus on the thing that's actually working and let's double down on that. Let's get more setters, let's get more accounts, and then just tracking it from there, right? So you need to track data because you only want to make decisions based off data, not how you feel at that present moment, because feelings can go up and down, right? And what does that look like? That looks like having a business that, again, has all the arrows pointing each and every single direction, right? Perhaps you're trying this, perhaps you're trying that, perhaps you're doing YouTube ads, perhaps you're doing LinkedIn ads, perhaps you're doing Facebook ads, and then looking at what's actually bringing in the revenue and just focusing on that one thing. Just focus on that one thing, right? Let the rest of the things burn because that one thing is the one bringing you customers day in and day out, right? And this essentially is what we've learned for the past 6 months, add an extra 100 clients to the business. And if you need any help doing this, there's also a link below on how we can help you implement all these systems. And rather than that, I'll just keep doing this video because I'm actually on a mission to help agency owners implement an acquisition system that is fully automated, fully systematized, so the founders can scale to multi 6 figures and multi 7 figures. So that's it for this video.